Let's go. Welcome to Pro Se Lawsuit Center. And today we're shooting from the cockpit. Okay, yeah. This is where I'm more secure here than I am in the situation room. You know, the situation room is the office with all that stuff in the cabinets and stuff. But you know, when you come around here, there's people around here that I'll be playing. They're like, Coach, you packing? Dude, I'm packing my stuff. He kind of looked at me. I got another one. You got to be packing when you come around here. Okay, but you know what? I'm thinking, okay, if I got to use my stuff here, I'm in trouble. Maybe I need to start negotiating. Okay, sorry. No, I'm not doing that. I know what happened to traders or people who give up. I don't know what happened to traders because I don't have nothing to do with that. My dad was a Marine. My family is in the military. Two of my kids, well, actually, all three of my kids work for the government in some capacity, and so does several of my foster kids. One of them works for the FBI. Okay, so let's just get started. We're here tonight. Well, first off, we want to do a couple of things. I need to update on what we're doing with the RICO group that we're training. Remember, we had the RICO package. It's structured but not built because all the documents that I use from my friend in Arizona or some of them, most of them we're going to be using. Okay, so we're going to set this up. Like originally, I was going to help the people, the 10 people. Okay, we got a little more than 10 right now, but originally I was going to help those 10 people respond if the government, Okay, but that's grown now because we don't have no limitations around here. So that's grown now, and what we're going to be doing now it's going to be the foreclosure offense RICO online course. It's not our first online course. Y'all keep up with me, all right? Remember, we had the first 2 online courses on Teachable a little while back, right? I think if I remember correctly, I structured the first one around COVID, and it was rough because I couldn't figure out how to use software. I didn't realize you just go to YouTube and just punch that stuff in there, and it'll show you how to do right. Anyway, it was badass, and then the following year, I figured out how to use software. We upgraded it, and we was kicking it. We had one judicial, one non-judicial foreclosure defense online course on Teachable.com. And then when Nikki Ross, Coach Ross, he has a business on, I think she was on Facebook. She's probably not now because she's off the chain. She invested in the online course and the property tax package, and she helped these people get their deed delivered. They went down there, they sent the people, they went down there talking trash, they understood, and the people down there sent them to go talk to the judge. And they told the judge, your job is to uphold the statutes that these people, your employees, your whatever you call them, are supposed to follow, right? Because I'm not a U.S. citizen. I'm not the one supposed to follow all of that stuff. You guys supposed to be following the statutes and codes to make it fair for me and all these other people. And the fact that you registered my deed, they registered my deed instead of delivering it to me like the statute says, okay, that they committed real estate defraud. And any decision that you make here today, whether it's for or against me, my legal team told me to say, any decision that you make here today for or against me, we're in administrative court. Number 2 is going to violate my due process because, well, this administrative court is operating from the local rules that they made up at each location themselves, in my opinion, to get your shit through the court faster, to get more people in here to fill up somebody's pocketbook. Who's financing that? Who do you have as number 1 defendant? Okay, I grew up in the hood. Okay, you need to take out the money. It's easy. You take out the money because the state is the one, in my opinion, that's stealing your property. The state is the one that's paying all these sub corporations to line your ass up. Okay, back in the day, they used to, in the gun cabinet that ain't gonna burn, that's where, no, I'm not that old. Because this was a while back. Okay, back then it was simple. If somebody wanted to get in on your property, then they had to bring something that was signed and notarized prior to what you had, you need to bust your shit out. Let me see what you got. Oh, hell no. No, that ain't, no, you need to get on off my property. See no trespassing. See the soldiers out front ask, okay, but now it's complicated. They tell you, oh, we need to register your property to make sure your title is clean and all of that shit. That's total BS, okay? Because when they register your property, and this is my opinion, from the real-time feedback and the investigation that I've done over years that I've done this, which I don't really like to say how many, because that moves me down to working for $2 an hour. Okay, so over the real-time feedback has helped us understand what we're doing. So the state is the one that has your deed in their office, in the sub-state office. Okay, they register your deed with the Registration Association of Deeds, Registration Association. I didn't know what the hell it's called. Y'all can look that shit up. You have the Registration of Deeds Association in your state. They might call it something else. In my opinion, that's when they register your property there. That's how it gets on Willow and all these other websites on foreclosure.com and whatever. And that's how people are able to access your property information from other countries or other states, wherever. And we're bringing it tonight. And the Registration Association of Deeds, the stealing your property, them people are also connected to the land bank. Y'all no, there's a land bank? Oh, Google that. Search in the YouTube channel. We found that out from Darren Woods over in Shelby County, Tennessee. He used online course to save his grandma's house, jammed up them people real good. And I don't know how he got Channel 5 News to do a report, because they ain't talking to me about nothing. Oh, but they wiped it up. And they pointed out that there was a land bank. Oh, but the city guys said, oh no, we don't evict anybody, and we just sell the properties for what, so we don't have to clean it up and it become my sort of community, whatever. Okay, that's when the land bank stuff came out after that. And it turns out they sold somebody's property that was worth $28,000. These people owed $1,900 in tax on their, Okay, but the shit of the story is, it's not that there are over 400 homes sold in Shelby County, Tennessee for illegal taxes, and less than 30 of them were actually in default. And no, Shelby County, Tennessee, look that shit up. Okay, the shit of it is that there's a finger pointing going on right now over there. Well, this was a while back. And nobody knows where the money's at. Or at least that's, the money, 300 and, let me get my phone out. All of those people's houses got sold, and they wasn't even behind. That's some shit right there. I got people telling me, oh, you need to pay your bills. Oh, dude, you people talking that shit have no idea. All it takes is one fake assignment, and then they can go on the internet and put up your property information all the way down to the legal description, the parcel, and the APN number. I think it's APN number. You can get all of that shit right off the internet. You ain't got to leave and go nowhere. Oh, but they tell you what else, whatever. Okay, so you know what? I have attorneys that get mad when I talk about this. Okay, so people don't understand the first illegal lien that was put against your property was the mortgage lien. Yeah? That's my opinion, based off of the facts are the fact that they accepted your signature on the stinking lien. I mean, if you wasn't the owners would all have to be present to sign, right? The fact that they accepted your signature on the lien proves to me that you own that shit already. I mean, I don't know. I played football in the 80s, and I boxed after that for a few more years. Those are things not smart people do. So the fact that they accepted the signature from your happy ass on the lien, you just gave away your shit. Okay, the attorneys don't want to talk about that. So I'm not that smart, so I just asked them something else. Let me ask you something. If the deed was not registered in their offices, would they be able to verify that there was a mortgage lien against your property? How would they get it? I mean, I'm not trying to say stuff, because they keep throwing my videos out and talking shit in my face and shutting down my ads. And I'm like, y'all go check that shit. What we're doing here come from the real-time feedback of a whole bunch of people that got the courage to stand up to these assholes. I mean people, sorry. Like Eddie, he's in the program. What's up, Eddie? We getting a little worked up tonight. I need to sip my tea. They told me if I spilled anything in here too, what was going to happen. I told them start blowing up shit or whatever without telling. Okay, so let's just get, I like to just, throw that main thing out there so people understand a little more about how we do things here. Okay, number one, statutes and codes are non-valid laws. They don't have enacting clauses, titles, wrong finger, titles or bodies. They don't have the three elements that the Constitution mandates must be present for something to be considered a valid law. So they're not a valid law. The statute that they use to foreclosure property is not a valid law. And I had some idiot on YouTube arguing with me, telling me, no, it's positive law. It's positive. It's considered. I don't give a shit about none of that. It's not. I think it must have been an attorney trying to, trying to persuade me or something. But, okay, so I need to have the people that invested in the RICO group that we're going to be trained with. You need to call me and talk to me for a few minutes so that I can do it like a coaching call. Originally, I'm just going to do this where I help you answer. It wasn't going to be a big deal. But, I don't roll with limitations, so everything's a big freaking deal. So we're going to do this as the online course, and we're going to use how this is working together and fits together and what we need to do as a structure for the course. Okay, slow down. Okay, so the way I want to do this, I need you to call me so that we can do a coaching call and I can see where you're at. Even if we already talked, I still need you to call me so that I can make a list or whatever so I can keep up with this shit. Okay. So you need to call me not before 10 o'clock in the morning. No. Yo, hablo inglés. I speak. Okay, so don't call me there earlier. But you need to call me so we can figure out where we're at. I want to make sure you have, since I don't have all the documents like, that go out when you made your investment, I want to make sure that you have what you need to stop the process and that you're taking the best punch until we get all the stuff together, which is not going to be that long, but still, that's how I want to do this. Now, in most cases, we're going to probably be going in with the counterclaim. But the people that are facing the eviction situation, those are people. Now, I want everybody to call me, okay? So don't, But the people facing eviction situation, they're going to be on a higher priority, and then we need to talk about the steps that they need to be doing to get themselves in the right position, and they need to make sure they have the right documents to handle that. So I'm thinking about all of that, and then we're going to set up another way to communicate. Humira is helping us with that. But right now, the other thing I'm going to do is I have a page that I'm putting together right now. It looks kind of like the sales page on our website, but it's not going to be the sales page. It's going to be kind of an overview of what we're doing in this course. I'm going to be putting in links or probably links or downloads. Probably links would be easier because it won't take my website to have to work that hard. I'll put in downloads of the documents that we're going to be using for the course. And I'm also, now this page is going to be password protected so that only people have access to it are the people that invested in that program. And you people are really lucky because the program's going to be $3,500 when we get done. And when I have all the reviews from you guys too, I might have to move it up to 35 million, okay, to teach how to do this as a business. Now, we start out with these, with the modules, and we teach you the stuff, but when you get past the gate and you start doing your coaching, this is set up for the coaching, you still have access to all of this in the background, and you still have access to the new stuff that we're doing, and then we're going to have training on the other side of this, when we get, because this, and that's kind of what we're working on now. Okay, but we got to start out with the first steps, and the online course is going to be structured to help you guys do this and to teach you how to do it. Now, the cool part is once you get past whatever Okay, then I can also coach you on how to do the digital marketing, how now setting up your Facebook page and all that shit. You're kind of on your own with that. YouTube channel, most of you should have YouTube channel already. I can kind of go over these things that you have to have lined up when you're ready to start actually using this, as an investment tool to start bringing in income, so you don't have to work your butt off running around doing all this crazy shit. This kind of program, and the documents that you get, your package is yours. You can change them to fit how you can make your own videos in it. I don't care. That's exactly what this was structured for. It's just taking me a long time to get here. It's pretty cool now to be focusing on helping business attorneys in the program too. And then I have a few attorneys a couple that are getting disbarred. But I told them they could get their own bar card. Oh, yeah, I got selling this little square thing, so I can do my yoga stretches. I can't really stand up in here too much. Okay, so also the people who invested in the foreclosure eviction writ of mandamus package, Coach Keisha, and so you guys need to give me a call so we can get up to speed on that. Now, I have some people that's been talking shit on the YouTube channel, and so we don't need drama. We don't need all that shit, okay? If you think I'm wrong about something and you got the shit that's right, you just shoot me an email. I'll send your ass a link, and you can come on the show. You can sit right the hell up there in your own picture or whatever, and you can tell everybody why the hell I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, you ain't got to talk shit over there behind your wife's account or your kid's account or whatever, okay? If you're going to talk shit, bring your face. Mine's here. I'm talking shit. Now, don't get me wrong. If you come to the table and you prove that what I'm doing or what I'm saying, whatever, ain't the shit or whatever, you got, I'll give you some free shit. I'll shut the hell up and let you finish the show. I ain't lying. I'm still learning, okay? But the sorry-ass people are talking shit over there, I don't think they're going to be able to get that shit done. So, you know what? But bring it. You don't need to sit over there and try to stir up trouble and all that shit. I ain't about the drama. Okay, after the divorce, I don't even deal with no drama. I don't need to deal with the drama, okay? Because if you don't think my shit's right, you bring something to the table, okay? Because what happens is, attorney people and people who got the head in the wrong place get to talking shit because they like to hear themselves talking or whatever, and they ain't done homework. So even if you've done your homework and you're talking shit and you think, bring it. Just hit me up. My email address on the website. Right there comes again. Right. Oops, wrong finger. Sorry. I got the camera thing. I'm camera dexterous. I made that up. I'm camera dexterous. Yeah, my granddaughter was yelling at me about that, but I told them I have a problem. I see three things at once. That's why I had to stop boxing, because I was beating up the dude and the that's not. What's up, Nicky Boo Boo? Welcome to the show tonight. And so we just rolling. I know YouTube jacking me up and sending out my, people need to resubscribe because YouTube shuts that shit down so people can't see when we're moving over to Odyssey, ODYSEE. Over there, they respect your constitutional rights, but we're not moving too fast over there because we got some fire still going over here. And online course is going to be, it is on my own website. So can't nobody kick my ass off again, huh? See how you like that shit. .com. Your ass ain't the only one that can get some shit done. Every time they jack me up, we figure out a way. Thank you, Yamira. She structured the website for me. And if anyone gets to the point where, they're ready to kick ass and do all that shit too, I already have the person that I need to get the website structured for you. So you can do all of this and have it set up and do all that. It's kind of uncomfortable down here, but they don't not touch nothing. So if I start the plane, they're going to shoot. I think they're better shots than me. So yeah, but I got a family member to be a little grumpy. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about tonight, and I'm waiting to get to it. This is uncomfortable. Your ass right in this. Okay, they get the right over there in that seat, but it don't look that comfortable either. Let me just stay focused. Okay, so tonight, I know that you guys paid an attorney to help you do something. Now, I'm not saying every attorney is this way. Foreclosure attorneys are, so it's criminal. So I'm going to say every. No, there are a couple of other categories. Okay, sorry. Not every. Okay, so I know that you guys pay an attorney at some point in your life to do something for you, and that attorney threw your ass under the bus. What if you go after that attorney for breach of contract, violation of fiduciary duty, 4 or 5 other things, whatever? But the number one thing that I would use to go after them would be fraudulent concealment tolls the statute of limitations. Bam! Oh, why don't the attorney ever tell you that you can actually sue people for that? Use that as a cause of action. Oh, they don't think like I do. I'm thinking if it'll toll the statute of limitations, we just need to use it as a cause of action. They can't never dismiss it, right? Oh, come on, stay with me. Fraudulent concealment. Did the attorney fraudulently conceal some shit? I don't need to wait very long, because most of the time, when you get to the end of the road, you found out that, oh, wait. Did the attorney tell you on the Swear versus Board of Examiners, the Supreme Court ruled on the Swear versus Board of Examiners that no state can license the practice of law? Okay. Oh, I've had them telling me, oh, coach, you're misapplying the case, you're misapplying whatever. Okay, I'm a dumbass. Okay, I already told y'all that I don't understand shit. I play football. Okay, I can read. Okay. So the first attorney that was talking this shit to me, okay, dude, show me your license. I'm not talking about your damn bar card, okay, because I got one too. I was ripping my shit out too. I got a bar card, dude. It ain't from the same place, same corporation yours is from. And then I said, you know what? So here's the difference between the corporations. Okay, if you got in my way, I would have to sue you, and I would have to sue the State Bar Association, you know? The one that gave you your license card. Oh, wait. Y'all ass wouldn't be able to respond to my stuff in the first damn place, okay? Because I use federal case law and federal acts in everything that I stick in state court. And I had a dude on the YouTube channel, maybe it's the same dude, I don't know, tell me, oh, no, you can use statutes and codes because they're presumably whatever. I'm like, dude, you're full of shit. Okay, I ain't even gonna. Can't use that. No, don't go that way. So attorneys, if they don't have a license, they don't have a license to practice law that came from the state, because that's how they have this whole shit set up, to make it look like the state is the one that gave them the license to kick your ass. Well, they gave them the pay. Okay, so what the hell does that mean, coach? Where are you going with this? Okay, when you file some shit in court, and they tell you, oh, no, that's not formatted right. That don't have some dotted where T's asses are supposed to be. Oh, no. Oh, no. You need to take that back. Why they tell you that shit? Oh, you need to go get an attorney. I need to make it like an attorney or both. Oh, you need to go get an attorney. So those of you who did, especially in foreclosure, I know the attorney didn't help you. I have a couple people, oh, well, they help me do bankruptcy. Oh. You do the bankruptcy, and then they take your money for the bankruptcy along the day. Everybody's getting money out of your bank account except you, because you can't afford to take none out. I'm just saying. Okay, and then what happened? In the end, they threw your ass back in the stinking foreclosure after they got done taking the money that they needed to take. How do you know how much to take? Because they make you disclose that shit to get in the bank. Oh, a couple people, oh, well, I got, I went through the bankruptcy and we got loan modification. Oh, did they refinance your shit? Did they give you a whole new, well, yeah, no. No, I'm not talking about the shit they gave you from the bankruptcy court and that new contract. Did they give you a new contract? Because if they didn't, then you got screwed. And now you're in a contract situation with your property and the bankruptcy payments. Look that shit up. And if you miss one payment, they can take your shit under contract law without having to go through all of this bullshit. They don't tell you that. I don't think they do. Has anybody been told that? I know. The real-time feedback. Okay, so the attorneys aren't going to help you in foreclosure because they all are connected to all of this stuff, okay? Oh, the title company. Who do you think runs the damn title company? Bar members? Who do you think needs to take that shit over there and over there and over there after you leave the table? Who sets that up, okay? Because They never gave you a loan. What they did was, after you left the table, they turned the deed and sometimes the mortgage document too into a security. They stamp pay to the order of. Look that shit up. It's probably still on your thing. And it's signed by, in a lot of cases, it's signed by the bank vice president. In a lot of cases, it's signed by Linda Green, the robo-signer, who had an office full of people with a bunch of young people in there just signing shit all day long. There's another robo name too, but I can't think of it. The whole system, in my opinion, is structured to do just what they're doing. People tell me, oh, I don't have, I don't have a, I don't have a mortgage. Oh, well, why are you here? Because it's private tax. Oh, they're trying to take your shit with property tax. How'd that start? Because they got your property registered in their office at some point along the way before you came or after or sometime. Once your property is registered, that allows the first illegal lien. We talked about that at the gate. Okay, but it also, okay, so the Constitution says that your property cannot be taxed, not once, your private property, your private property, because this is all shit to play on words. Your private property cannot be taxed. The Constitution says your private property cannot be taxed, not in two different places. In two different places. So when they get your property registered in their office, they reclassify your property to one of their three commercial designations: residential, commercial, or agricultural. I gotta work that out. For the sole purpose of taxation. Now, you think I'm lying? Why wouldn't just call it all residential or all commercial? Okay, so the people in Lawrence, Kansas, I'm emailing them back and forth on some shit, and then giving my ex-wife, a hard time about the Airbnb. So they told me they got team. Oh, hell no. I did not go look. I know what y'all thinking. Hell no. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. I know the first three are bullshit. 13. I often thought about it though, but no. I ain't got time for this. That'd be like looking backwards. I'm actually sitting backwards, so I guess it'd be okay if I look backwards. I'd be looking anyway. So okay, so so my question is, how much? And don't be offended, okay? Because I already know, it takes money to do this stuff, and if you're not getting something back or whatever, then But I mean, there could be some personal satisfaction on. Okay, how much would you invest? Kick that attorney's ass to throw you under the bus. Well, you know what? Don't answer yet. I'm going to show you what you get. Oh, legal malpractice, fraudulent concealment lawsuit. This gives you the power to strike back against attorneys who betrayed you, broke their promise, abandon you when you need them most. This package lets you sue for legal malpractice, breach of contract, fiduciary fraud, and concealment. The concealment is really badass. This is the long description. Oh, there you go. Swear versus the Board of Examiner. The Supreme Court confirmed that the practice of law cannot be licensed by any state. I got attorneys tell me I misapplied. I don't need to read the case law because just reading the metadata that they show in the thing wraps it. That's a wrap. What you get? Full legal malpractice, fraudulent concealment complaint is ready to be filed in court. Emergency for a temporary restraining order, preliminary injunction to stop an attorney from interfering. Now, this is if the attorney's still trying to run your case after you fired them or after you found out that your legal team over here at Pro Se Lawsuit Center said that you need to fire their ass or whatever. So you can see that. Oh, wait, then you got a sworn affidavit. Proving the attorney's concealment, betrayal of fiduciary duty, proposed temporary restraining order for the judge to sign and freeze the attorney out of your case. This stuff I put together from the real-time feedback of what these people are doing. These assholes are doing to people. And then right here, you got a proposed preliminary injunction order to extend protection during the entire lawsuit to make sure they. And then a notice filing affidavit to make your record ready. And then, we also include a statement of constitutional emergency that's built into the filing that demand judicial action now. And not only that, the statement of constitutional emergency forces the court to send your case up to the higher court, and the higher court is supposed to strip away all of the administrative bullshit that you've been putting up with and only rule on the on the constitutional issues. And then, like you said, we use the fraudulent concealment doctrine. So you can sue you can sue the attorney no matter how many years have passed. Oh, that's hot. I need to take my drink. I'm about to get worked up. So why you must act? The attorneys are counting on you staying silent. They don't believe in that nothing can be done. They hide behind the bar and they tell you that your time is, the sue is up. It's gone. That's a lie. And this package proves otherwise. You have the right to recover damages, seize their office assets, and expose their fraudulent bar cards. Well, they're generally not gonna let you get in the court with all this. Okay, because if they set up a trial for you to go and jam their ass up with and everybody else, wait. You can demand that you can sue them for their license. You better call it a bar card because they might get one from pro se lawsuit. So stop letting the corrupt attorney get away with the betrayal. If they're throwing you under the bus right now, file this package, enforce your rights, and make them pay for choosing the bar over their client. Invest in the legal malpractice, fraudulent concealment lawsuit package today and take back your power and force the system to protect your property. Take back your power. You can even train and so you can see some of the other products that we have here. And these are some of the other products too. So now I took the price off of here. I had it at, this is actually a premium package. It should be like $1,500. Okay. But I had it at I brought it in originally at $600. So that was a little, I had that at I know that shit is tight. Welcome, Frederick, Coach Frederick. Everybody's a coach that's kicking it. Are you on Facebook, Nikki Boo Boo? I was just wondering if you were Coach Nikki that used the package several years ago. Anyway, guys, that's where we're at. So what would you offer? Okay, Nikki is nice. Is the one that got me kicked off of Teachable. Got the thinking deed out of there. Yeah. I'm not bashing you, Nikki, because we got our own. I had Humira build my own website now, and my online courses are going to be on my own website. And this first one that I got going out, they ain't going to want to have anything on their website that got anything to do with RICO. So I'm going to show you guys. Now, the online course that we're putting together now is going to be a foreclosure online course. And if I can get it pulled up here, then I'll show you guys. So right now I have it full, but we have some spots that we're taking for the next class that'll begin probably in the middle of next month. Okay, so we're gonna go back again and do a share. I should have clicked on this one while we were there, but bam! Oh, this is gonna. And so the documents that I'm going to be using in this are the documents that I was using for my friend in Sedona, Arizona, and that's what I put together this first RICO package. Now the less pendants lien, and before when you first started less pendants lien, people used to have to file lien against their own property or whatever, but that's not, I would use it to file lien against the county recorder's office or against the courthouse or something. Okay, I'm trying to up the ante. Okay, they're not gonna sweat because you got a lien against your own property. Okay, because already they ain't got no money in that. Okay, but in my head, I would file a lien against, come on now, work with me here. I would file a lien against the land bank, the document, and I was going to help people respond to it. And then it grew because, I don't have limitations, so it grew. Like, damn, this is a great opportunity to have 10 people with all 10 reviews and the structure of the course. And okay, so that's what we're doing here. And we're going to take these the word templates out because I don't really like those. So I really use document. Because you can get a template offline. It's not going to help you. And we're going to be changing this once I actually got, right now I'm getting the page set up where the people that are invested in the course can go to the page with the password. And then the page will be set up. Was that all of it? No, we went down further. We got this too. Boy, I've been rolling without. This is cheap. This is cheap right here. and using this at your own risk. So throw that in there. Oh, the Let's Spin This Property Lien package. And we ain't playing this is part of the RICO package. And that's why we made it. I just put it here so people can have as much fun with it as I don't know, y'all think y'all can have much fun as I'm having with it. Okay, so so here's the thing. When you use the RICO lawsuit, okay, and then you come with the Let's Spin This lien, it's a freaking problem. It's a problem because now you're putting yourself in a position to seize their assets, shut all their shit down, stop the money, everything, and they get locked out of the building. That's and if they don't, whatever, then once you used it, then we can, foreclose on them. I mean, I think I could make a document to foreclose on their ass since we've been. Oh, this package is cheap as this. Now, part of the digital marketing is knowing how to get this out to people, and we've learned how to. I marketed this to the people with the zip code that lives around, my friend. Yeah, you can. This is the firepower you need to make the ass stop playing. Because as they feel some fire, I probably should change that because we passed 10. I'm not going to change it yet. I'm going to leave it up there till the end of the month. This is the end of the month sale on some shit. And you're getting the lien structured the way they like to have it structured. Now it's got the 2-inch at the top of shit or whatever. You need to go and check. You need to check with your county or whatever to make sure that that it has all of the requirements. Now, in my head, the only requirements that you need is a shit on it that makes it legible that you can read it. Okay? 2 inches in case it gets copied, whatever. And then I have another copy that I put together. I made it look like a document to be filed in your case. Okay, but so the way we use that is, it's all with the heading, whatever. You put the case number over here or whatever, and then you attach it to a judicial notice as an exhibit. Oh, because some place they want to try to charge you $17 a page to file this shit and do all this stuff. So this way you get it in your case as an exhibit, as a judicial notice, just letting the court know facts, and it doesn't require them to respond to it. They usually respond anyway, just like it was a motion and object. But they can object all damn day long because you're not asking the court for shit. You're telling them, here's what's already filed or whatever. And so, yeah. You can freeze the courthouse assets, shut down a judicial operation, preventing ongoing due process violations, return unlawfully taken deeds to the rightfully owners. See, that's the fire part that I want to do right there. It'd be like Robin Hood. Well, he didn't do deeds. We call it Coach Hood. Okay, but you know what? In my head, when I return all deeds for free, okay? Yeah, y'all gonna leave video review. I just need video review. That's all I need. And then y'all can have the deed because they're gonna be paying a lot of money over here. And it wasn't about the money with me anyway. It'd be what it'd be like to have control of the building and take it. Oh, I think they might rush around. Terminate all pending cases against the judge that you're suing. This is what I'm going to be doing over there. And when there was no injured party or damaged property. Title 18 was never ratified, so all the people held on drug charge need to be sent home. That's release all individuals held under defective proceedings. Oh, we're asking for a lot, rar. But you know what? When you put the lien on, I haven't done it yet, but there it is. They've been stalling. Now we got the other package that we put together, the clerk's trap for a due process violation. We might as well take a peek at that while we're here. It didn't take us over to it. Okay, so, yes and no. I'm confused now, huh? Not to say Nikki. Okay, well, you're still welcome, Nikki. I know you've been here before, so. Yeah, we bringing fire to the table, but it's not for the people that faint in heart. And that Let's Spin This package is probably going to go up before too long. So if you guys haven't got that, you should. And so my question is still there. What would you offer? I'm just wondering what I should put on it. What would that be? You guys help me out here. Now, the other thing too is this package had the RICO lawsuit. I'm pretty sure that's the lawsuit package that I put together. I showed it at the top of at the middle of the show. Legal malpractice. Maybe I'll open it up again. Let everybody see it. Yeah, we're talking about the legal malpractice lawsuit that I put together to jam up there. Yeah, we got it pulled up now. We're gonna do a screen share again. I did talk about several. Yeah, this one right here. I had it like 300 or something. It's actually for the first 10 buyers, and this is what you get right here, all of these documents. And so we go in with fraudulent concealment as part of, as a cause of action. So if the attorney threw you under the bus, it doesn't matter how long ago it was. You can still go after him or her or them for fraudulent concealment, legal malpractice, and breach contract, even though that's not showing here. I had to cut out something to make this title short, but you can see it right here. This complaints for legal malpractice, breach contract, breach of fiduciary duty, and fraudulent concealment. It's pretty badass. So we're bargaining now. Okay, so I got it at 300. So is anybody interested in it? I'm not going to be offended and throw you out of the group if you're not. But keep in mind, for the people who are tight on the money, you can get this stuff and turn it into what you need. So, there's an opportunity to get something, So what if I put it at half price at $150? All of that for $150. Would anybody be interested in that? If not, then I'll, no one's ever going to use it. Then I'll probably take it off the website and replace it with something else. Okay, I'm going to move it down to 150, and then I'm going to leave it there for a few days. And then if no one's interested in it, then somebody will need it at some point in time when you got an attorney in the middle of bids a bargain. It's on the website, though. You guys got to go get it off the website. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and mark it down. And I'm not sure I got the file in there yet. So if you get it tonight and the file's not in it, I'll get you the file tomorrow. So it's getting kind of late right now, and I'm getting tired. But I will go ahead and mark it down, so I got it pulled up for people who are interested in it. And I'll stick something in there, so you'll at least get one document. Yeah, but I'll get the file for that and the file for the RICO. I'll start getting the file for the RICO class together, and I'm going to start posting that stuff in the page that I have. I actually have the page designed. I just got to post it in there and do the SEO stuff. And then I'm going to email all of the people that invested. The RICO class that I'm putting together, I still have 4 openings. We're gonna extend it to 14 people, and I think I have it as a premium price, as priced as a premium package at $1,500. If you're interested in getting in that class, that would be, and that's what that product page is for. Now, haven't connected it to Zoom yet and figured all that out in the back half yet. We'll do that sometime next week. The people that invested in it already, you guys give me a call so that we can have a coaching call, so I can make sure that you're doing, that you have to what you need to get done, what you need to back them off your ass until we get this thing rolling or whatever. So give me a call, those people, and I'm gonna Frederick. Good night, everybody. Thank you guys for the value you're sharing your time. You guys need to get over there and get that shit right now, because you ain't gonna get a price like that after a little while. Everything's gonna be back to where it should be. But right now, we're dropping the prices because I need video reviews from people, and I want to thank someone sent me a review today. I can't think of. It was Coach Regina sent me a video review today, and it was absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to get it on the website. So those of you who are using the stuff, or even if you're not using my stuff, but you're using the strategies, you can still leave me a review. Nikki Boo Boo, thank you guys for coming to the stream, and I'll see you guys in the next one.